Wrapping up your top 10, what jumped out at me is going to be another inflection point that we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks is the Saints sitting there right in front of the Chiefs. And the whole sharpieing in of Jeremiyah Love to Kansas City could be completely short-circuited by Kellen Moore saying, you know what, Kamara's getting longer in the tooth, let's go and take him. But you have Jordyn Tyson of Arizona State going at 8. Why do you have that? Because that's going to be something I know on draft night as I'm sitting in Pittsburgh waiting to see if Jeremiyah Love is going to go off the board just before the Chiefs or if the Chiefs are going to jump up because they might get a little twitchy about what Kellen Moore might do at 8.
Yeah, they better not get too comfortable at number 9 because you're right. I mean, you could make the case – I think responsibly right now, you can make the case for both the Commanders and also the Saints at 7 and 8 to be real Jeremiyah Love suitors just based off of where they're at. Commanders team that played in the NFC Championship game last year, right? They're probably saying to themselves, there were a couple of things going in our favor correctly from being a contender again this year. And the Saints play in the NFC South. All bets are off when you play in that division right now. And they won 4 of their last 5 games. Tyler Shuck emerged as a player they think they can build a long-term future with going forward. So New Orleans, by the way, also GM'd by Mickey Loomis, unafraid to do things audaciously during the draft process. So if some people say taking a running back 8th overall is an interesting idea for a team that won 6 games last year, Mickey Loomis probably relishes the opportunity to entertain those people. He is a special talent, is Jeremiyah Love. I think if you were, again, I said earlier, like if you're stacking just the grades, depending on what the scale is that these teams use, 1 to 100, 1 to 10, 1 to whatever it might be, Jeremiyah Love's grade might be the highest of any player along with Fernando Mendoza in the class. He's an incredibly explosive player. He had back-to-back seasons with a 90-plus yard run. And the most intriguing part, and the reason why he has a chance to be a value at the first 10 picks of the draft, is that I think he comes in and he's immediately on the short list for best receiving running backs in the entire NFL. Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey amongst the guys that lead the way right now. I think that Jeremiyah Love has the skill set to kind of get into that category sooner rather than later. Or Notre Dame didn't just use him as a running back on screens. Like there are times where he's lining up in the slot and running actual routes to the point that you're saying to yourself, if he wore number 84 as opposed to 4 and you made him do wide receiver drills at the combine, he probably looked just like the rest of those guys. He is definitely the X factor of the first 10 picks of this upcoming draft.
And people might trade up to go get him, not only because he's that talented, but maybe to do everyone in the AFC West, if not maybe the rest of the NFL, a favor and prevent him from going to Andy Reid and Mahomes coming back from an ACL with the Chiefs. You know, like that would be a wild pairing based on what you just said about how talented he could be to put him in that offense with Mahomes as his quarterback. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.